Okay, good evening, guys. How are you doing today? Good evening, online. Good evening. Okay, so did you completed your practicals? Done, na? Very good. How about online? Did you complete your practicals online? Okay, good. So what did we did yesterday? Volumes and life cycle management. Hey, by the way, did you try it on Linux also? Then how can you say it's completed? Except exploring, huh? Rest everything are done, huh? Okay. So please do that Linux wala also. Okay. So let me share my screen. So online, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. Do you remember yesterday we discussed about load balancer a bit? And also we discussed a little bit of Linux and few commands. And also we discussed the script. Remember what script is this? Shell script. And where should we put this? User data. Where should we put? User data. So everyone is, this script is clear? Hmm? Script is clear, everyone? I'll try to repeat the script quickly. So what is the first line called? Shebang. What is the first line called? Shebang. And what is this shebang is? It is related to your shell details. So is it possible to execute any command or script without shell? Not possible. For that reason, whenever write a script, so the first line should be your shell details. And what is the shell that we are using here? Bin bash. Which one? Bin bash. And what is the command to install any package in the Linux machine? Louder. Yum install. And what is the package that we are installing now here? HTTPD. So HTTPD is a web server. It's a web server. -y is for yes for everything. And once we install HTTPD, what we need to? We need to start the service. So what is the command to start the service? Service HTTPD start. Say that, Nana. Service HTTPD start. And I told you yesterday, if you want to auto start HTTPD, so what is the command that we should use? Check config HTTPD on. And your entire application will be in which directory? In which directory? Your application should be inside which directory? /var. Say that. /var/ www/html. So that is the Apache application place where all your applications you need to put inside that directory. So if you put inside the directory, then only Apache will, HTTPD service will consider that as an application. Otherwise, no. And then we have written echo command. And then in single quotes, I have put, hey, this is my first website in EC2. And whatever the data that you have provided in echo will be written inside the index.html. Okay. You understood the script? So this is a sample small script in order to deploy a small application. But in real time, you will have a big applications like Java applications, .NET applications, or different kind of applications. Is it possible to do it through the script? No. So what you need to? You need to log into the EC2 instance, install Tomcat, set up application. You need to do everything manually. And if you need multiple EC2 instances, create an image, and from that image, launch multiple EC2 instances, which have your application inside it. Okay, na? So today's topic is about the load balancer. How to set up a load balancer with a sample application. So how many minimum EC2 instances that you need to launch? 2. Can you launch 3 also? 4 also, 10 also? Yes, but let's go with only 2. So I launch and I launch the EC2 instance with this user data. Yes or no? When I'm launching the EC2, you have user data box, no? There I'll put this script. And how many EC2 instances I should launch here? 2 EC2 instances. So the first step here is launch 2 EC2 instances using user data. Yes or no? Okay. Second step. In order to access your application in security group, what protocol that you need to allow? Which one? HTTP, correct? Either you can go with HTTP or HTTPS. HTTPS meaning we need to give the certificate, no? So in which service we create a certificate? Where do you create encryption certificates? I mean, not encryption certificate, of course. HTTPS certificates in AWS. Which one? Amazon Certificate Manager, ACM. Remember? Which one? ACM. Which one? ACM. There you need to create a certificate and you add it here. Okay. So if you are using HTTPS, then create a certificate which is billable. We'll go with only HTTP. So what we do is allow what protocol? HTTP protocol in security group. Number 3. Nana, how do you know this application is working or not? Because we launched an EC2 instance with user data, no? We launched the EC2 instance with the user data. So how do we know our application is working or not? So every EC2 instance will have the IP address or not? Public IP. So take that public IP and then put it in the browser and run it. And you should get this page, index.html page. So like this, you will get to know your application is properly set up or not. You understand? Otherwise, how do you know your application is working or not? We don't know, right? So Nana, if the application is not working on EC2 instance, does it make any sense to create a load balancer? No. So make sure that your application working on the EC2 instance first. How do you make sure? Take the IP address and then put it in the browser. And if that is working, then go for the next step. So that is how we will check. And remember, if your application is not working, what is the problem? Very good. Security group. Security group is one issue, or your user data might have not executed properly. Maybe you have a syntax error there. Only 2 issues. Okay. So number 3, check index.html is working or not by putting EC2 instance public IP to the browser. If it is working, then good. Okay. So, okay, now assume that it is working. And remember so what type of load balancer that we create? What type of load balancer we create? There are different types of load balancer, no? So which load balancer we will be creating it? Application load balancer. Which one? Application load balancer. And remember, we have a target groups also. Yes or no? So what we do is now, we will launch first 2 EC2 instances with the user data and make sure everything is working. After that, what we create a target group. Create a target group. Create a target group. And next, create a load balance. So what we do here, we'll set up a target group. And I call it as apptg. Huh? And then we'll create a load balance. And then we'll create a, what type of load balance that we create here? Application load balancer. And while creating a load balancer, the load balancer needs to do the health check. I mean, need to do the monitoring, no? So what we need to configure here? We need to configure health checks. Remember? So you configure the health checks to the application or for the EC2 instance? For the application. What is our application here? Index.html. So your health check should be for index.html. So what are you expecting to return? Status code 200. Clear? And then And remember, I told you, we have listeners for the application for the load balancer. So application load balancer listen on which protocol? Load balancer will listen on which protocol? HTTP and HTTPS. So which one will go for? HTTP. On port number 80. So if it is HTTPS, go with the 443. And this load balancer should be internet facing or internal facing? Internet facing or internal facing? Internet facing. If it is internet facing, then only can customers can connect to the load balancer. If it is internal facing, that is a private load balancer. If you want your load balance to work if you want your load balancer to work within the VPC, then go for the internal load balancer. If you want your load balance to work everywhere in the internet, then go for the internet. So this one is what facing is this? Internet facing load balance. Now clear? Everyone understood? Should we implement this? Huh? So please check the steps, the 5 steps. Just see it for a few seconds and you tell me the steps, I'll create it. Okay, now? Ready? So should we set it up this? Okay. So let us log in first. Okay. I logged into the console. So we need to go to which service? EC2 service. You tell me what I need to create first. Launch. How many instances? 2 instances. One instance in which availability zone? 1A. Another one in 1B. So we'll put the user data inside it. Yes. So let's go to the instances and then launch instance. Okay. Should I call it as Nana server 1? And browse more AMIs. Retire. And then which one? Red Hat. T2 micro is fine. Go with 530 PM batch. Edit it. I put it in 1A. Select existing group. Default. And then in advanced details, go to user data. And then we need to copy paste the script. So let me take the scripts. Here, copy this and paste it. So don't worry, I'll put this script in the Google Classroom. Okay, so here I call it as echo. Single quotes are very important. Okay. Hey, this is my first website on EC2 or on, can I call it as server 1? Huh? The second one I call it as. So why actually the application should be same, redundancy. But what I do, I'll show you the load balancing. Whenever I open my load balancer, first request will go to server 1. Second request will go to server 2. So in order to show you that, I'm putting server 1, server 2. Otherwise, it should be redundancy. It should be same. Okay. So let's go and launch. Should we go and launch the second one also? Server 2. Let's go and launch server 2. call it as server 2, browse more AMIs, Red Hat. Okay. Fetch, edit. And this one I put it in 1B, select default secret group. And then in advanced, I go and put this and I call it as server 2 and then launch. Okay, ma? So I have launched 2 EC2 instances here. What's the next step? First, we need to allow in security group protocols, no? So in security group, go to security. And what is the protocol that we need to allow? HTTP. So inbound rules, edit it. So here, it will be like this for you. Okay. Add which one you need to? HTTP. You need to select it and go with the my IP and then save. Okay. So, and let's wait. These servers are up and running or not. So once we have 2/2 checks are passed, then we'll come and take this IP address and we'll put it in the browser and see our application is working or not. Is it clear what we have done till now? Online, is this clear today? Okay. So it is still initializing. So meanwhile, what we do next? What is the next step? We need to create a target group. We need to create what? Target group. So on the left side, we have target group. So here we need to go ahead and create a target group. So click on create target group. See here. And which one? So in the target group, the targets are what? Instances, no? Is it instances, IP address, lambda function, which one? Instances. Select the instances and target group name. What is the group name? AppTG. And your application is working on which port number? HTTP and AT. So are you using IPv4 or IPv6? IPv4, default VPC, and then HTTP. This you have versions in HTTP. Go with the default one, which is HTTP 1 version. And then health checks. And you see here we have HTTP. So what is the health checks on? What? 200 is status code. But to whom we need to do the health check? Application. What is application here? Index.html. Should I what I need to put here? Index.html. Should be there. Slash should be there or not? We should be there. So remember, many people will do the mistake here. So they don't put slash, they directly put index.html. No. So you need to put what? Slash index.html. Got it? And here you have advanced. So definitely we'll go and clarify, right? So let's open what is this advanced. And then here we have healthy threshold. What is it, Nana? Healthy threshold. Healthy threshold meaning load balancer will check index.html, no? And what is the status code that it will give? 200. So load balancer will go and check. Hey, index.html, are we there? Yes, it's working. How many times it will check? 5 times. Then only it will consider as healthy. Second one, unhealthy threshold. Hey, index.html, are you there? Are you there? How many times? 2 times, and then it will consider as unhealthy. What is that here concept? Healthy, unhealthy. What is that? Healthy, unhealthy. Timeout. Hey, index.html, are you there? Silence. And it will wait for how much time? 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, timeout. And this health checks will be done every 30 seconds. So if you want to modify this in your real time, you can modify, but maximum people don't modify it. Sir, 5 times LB will check one EC2 start. Yes. Yes. It'll go and check each and every EC2 instance healthy or not. Nitish. No, understood? So I click on now. Next. And here, do you see this here? We are creating the target groups. What does the target group contains? EC2 instances. So we need to register the EC2 instance or not? So which is the EC2 instance we need to register to this target group? Server 1 and server 2. So it is showing here. You need to select these two and then click on include as pending below. Many people, what they do, they just select and they click on next. It will not work. So just select it and click on include as pending below. And then create target group. Everyone understood how to create a target group? Will you tell me? I'll cancel it. Okay, I'll cancel it. And you tell me. Create target group. Which one? Instances, target group name, app.tg, HTTP, IPv4, VPC, HTTP1. Here. Super. That's it. Click on next and select include as pending below. That's it. Click on create target. That's it. Okay, now target groups created. On the left side, click on target groups and the target group is created. Which one, Nana? app.tg. So inside this target group, we have details, and what we have inside the target groups? Targets. And the status of targets is here. Server and server 2. The health status is still unused. That means we have just launched, no? We have just launched. And by the way, I think the machines are up and running by the now. Refresh. Should we go and check it by putting it browser? It's working or not? Working? Our application is deployed? Through script we deployed. Go to the second one. Copy. We have this. Every time I get this problem. This is due to our internal network. So the second one is not working because user data might have not executed properly. So let's not waste the time for it. Should I launch one more machine? Server 2? Because that is not working, no? So let's go in. So for that, what I do, I quickly launch more like this, like server 1. I call this as server 2. So Red Hat is there, T2 and I go 5:30 p.m. And I put it in 1B, existing group, in advance. And I call this as server 2. Okay. So by the way, do you see this here? We have the target groups. And if you go to targets, if it is still unused, okay. It is still maybe registering. Yeah, I'll check this. So let's wait a bit. So sometimes we have this problem. I saw this. Just do the hard refresh. Go to targets. It's still unused. So let's wait for a while. And let's see our server 2 is up and running or not. That's okay, Usha. That's fine. It's not mandatory to put that like that. Why the hell it shows unused still? Yeah, but at least it shows server 1, no, Ibrahim. Actually, it should come up quickly. But I don't. What is that? Oh, okay, all right. So here it says health status details. Target group is not configured to receive traffic from the load balancer. So what we do is we'll create a load balancer now. Okay. So maybe this has been changed now, but previously, few days back also we created a we created a target group like this, and it is healthy. But now it is showing that we need to receive the traffic from the load balancer. Should we go and create it, load balancer? Okay, let's see. So let's wait. Let's see server 2 new. Is that at least working or not? Damn it. Yeah, actually, I know this problem because this is our Naresh IT network issue. Actually, you should not get this kind of errors for sure. You see, because we just launched an EC2 instance, server 1, same thing we have put in server 2. If server 1 is working, why not server 2 will not work, right? Uh, no, I know this is. So you're able to access server 2 online? Intelligent people, they try to. Okay, let's see. Can someone access this? This IP address and see the page is working. No, I gave it to everyone. No, so for Swapnika it is working. See, for from here it's not working. But I told you because this is a network issue here. And if you see it in your mobile also, it will work. Put it in your mobile just for fun. Put the IP address in the browser 43.204 43.204.110.148. Working? No. So if it is not working, if it is any technical problem, it should not work anywhere. I told you this is a problem from my side here in our network. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's working now. You know how to do it. That's fine. Okay, see here. Yeah, it's working now. That's fine. See here, guys. Okay, see. So, so you know how to set up server 1, server 2 with the target group. What is the next step? We need to go and create a load balancer. Should we go and create a load balancer here? How? Click on load balancer, create load balancer. Now, which load balancer we need to select? Application load balancer. Click on create. So application load balancer name is, I call it as MyLB. Hmm? Internet facing or internal facing? Internet facing, IPv4 or a dual stack? IPv4 dual stack, meaning it provides IPv4 and 6. So let's go for IPv4. So VPC is default. And which availability zone we need to select here? 1A and 1B. You want 1C? Not required. Which security group that you have selected already here? Default security group is selected. And then here, you need to HTTP 80 and you need to select the target group. Did we already create a target group here? apt-tg, select this. For that reason, we need to create the target group first and then load balancer so that you can select the target group here. That's it. And do you remember we discussed about this? Huh? It's for security purpose. So because if you want this, remember this AWS Shield that we have discussed in global accelerator concept and global accelerator also, do you remember we discussed? So I told you just a matter of check. Just check it and automatically this will get configured to you. But it clearly says here, additional charges applied. Don't do it. But it just matter of checkbox and give the name. That's it. Automatically GA will create it. But do you understand what is GA and what is WAF, what is Shield and all? Yes. So do you need to select this now? Don't select it. And you can ignore this. And then click on create load balancer. So load balancer is provisioning. So once it is active, I told you, once we create a load balancer, how do you access the load balancer? Using the DNS name. Do you see on the bottom and you see the DNS name here? So this is a nice URL, nasty URL. So if you want to do the makeup, Route 53. So we'll go to Route 53 later, but for now we'll just go and try to access with the DNS name. So it is still provisioning. Let's wait until it is active. So do you all understood, guys, what we did till now? Do you see now it has changed to initializing because target registration is in progress. This is changed now newly. Believe me, few days back, actually, if you configure if you create a target group, automatically this will become healthy. But now it is mandatory that load balancers need to send the traffic to this target group. So now as just we have created a load balancer and assigned this target group. So now if you wait for some time, this will become healthy. No. If this status checks, if this health checks passed, then only this will become healthy. If it is failed, then it will become unhealthy. Yes or no? So let's wait. So what is it says? Target registration in progress. That meaning target server 1, server 2 are ready, no? No. If required, can you add server 3 also? I mean, server 2 new? Yeah, you can add it. How? Click on register targets. Which one is there here? Server 2 new is there and click on include as per name below and then click on. That's it. So do you see this now? It has become healthy. So that meaning our load balance will work or not? So let's go to the load balancer and take that DNS name and put it over here. And do you see this here? It is going to server 2. If I refresh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What is this? Load balancing. What is this? Load balance. So whenever I hit my load balancer, the first request will go to server 1. And then next request will go to 2. Next 1. Next 2. So this is a live load balancing example. My server 2 is also working now. Previously it was not working now. It's just matter of network here. So my network is bad here. Here, narration. Lab also, no? But the practicals and whatever you do, the process, everything is correct. If it is not working, simply connect to your phone and then try to access it. If it is working there, it's fine. Okay. Do you all understood how to set up? Clear? Online? Everyone? Do you understood how to set up a load balancer and with the application? So what we do is now, let's see quickly few actions here. And do you see if you go to targets, if you go to details, you see all the details. You know how to add and remove the target groups. And here you have, you can monitor it. Health checks. Anytime can you go and modify the health checks if required? Coming to the attributes. Do you see here? You can delete the target group. You can register the new targets. You can edit the health checks. You can edit the target group attributes. Let's see what is this target group attributes. So here it says deregistration delay. What is it, Nana? Deregistration delay. What is the meaning of deregistration delay? Already I showed you registration. Target registration is in progress. I showed you, no, because a new EC2 instance is registering to the target group. So now if you want to remove, can I remove it? How to remove it? You tell me. How to remove a target from the group? Go here, select this, and then, so if you click on deregister, now the status is what? Training. What is the status now? Training meaning, if training meaning, I'm telling you, see. So now, if I access this, some customers will be connected to the server to new, no? Some customers definitely will be connected to the server to new. Is it good that immediately to disconnect the connections for the customer? No. So what the draining meaning? This draining, it will take how much time? How much time for deregistration? It's taking 300. That meaning 5 minutes. So it will take 5 minutes to get removed from the target group, because first it will finish the in-flight request. What is it called? In-flight request. In-flight request meaning customers who are already connected to the server to new, that will get completed first, then only it will get deregistered. So that is called here in-flight request. What is this called? In-flight request. Do you understand what is deregistration delay? So it will get delayed for 5 minutes and then it will get removed from the target group. And what method it using? Remember, what is round robin? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 again. So if you want weighted random or least outstanding request meaning if you have server 1, server 2, server 3, whichever the server has least request, the request will be going to that server. So basically, by default, it is round robin only. And then you see here we have something called stickiness. Generally, what is stickiness meaning? Chipakna, right? So stickiness. So this stickiness meaning, this stickiness will be helpful for the developers a lot. Stickiness will be helpful for the developers. Developers, anyone online and anywhere. Do you know the concept of sessions, cookies, sessions? Sessions concept. Sessions concept meaning where your entire request need to be stick to only one server. Yes or no? If it is disconnected and it will go to another server, your session will be lost. Correct or not? So if we want to have this stickiness, what we can do is we can turn on stickiness. And you can turn on stickiness and then how much time? Let's say, for example, I'll give it for 5 minutes. How much time? Let's say I click on save changes. If I change, the request will be stick only to one server. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See. Now it got stick to only server 1. This is called stickiness. So all the requests now will go to server 1. After 5 minutes, it will become normal and it will go to server 1, server 2. That is called stickiness. So do you all understood, Nana? And then associate with a new load balancer. Now this target group is associated to the load balancer, no? If you want to remove this and attach to another load balancer, attach it, associate it. Is it clear? Now let's go to load balancers. Let's go to load balancers. So in load balancers, we have details. In load balancer, can we set primary and secondary? No. So all in the load balancers, all the servers are same. It's not it's not like primary secondary concept. So yeah. Okay. In detail section, so this is the load balancer. If you go to listeners, okay. So now, by the way, is it clear till here, everyone? Is it for now? Is it possible for you to go and set up all these things, whatever we have discussed? So would you able to set up two EC2 instances with user data? Would you create a target group and load balancer and make it is working or not? Everyone clear? Huh? So if it is clear till here, I'll be giving one small additional task for you here. So all the request here, carefully listen this, guys. All the request is coming to the load balancer and it is redirecting to which target group? AppTG, no? But what I want is, do you remember in application load balancer, we can create rules. You can create rules, no? So now I need to have path-based routing. Can we do path-based routing? So what you need to do is simply see here. No, this is your task. I'm not doing it. You have to do. Can you launch server 3 and server 4? Yes or no? Launch server 3 and server 4. And then inside this, while launching the EC2 instance, copy paste the entire one, but instead of here /index.html, just only put /admin. Or the last line has to change like this. Echo, hey, this is admin page. And then /var/www/html/. Do you put in .html? No. I want to show you path-based routing. What's that? Path-based routing. How to configure this? So what you need to do is, can you go and launch server 3 and server 4, Nana? So this is server 3 and this is server 4. And while launching, can you put the user data? You need to contain everything. And the last line need to be changed to this line. So here you have /admin. Can you execute? Huh? Can you launch EC2 instance with the same script? But so the last line has to be replaced with this line. And do you need to contain .html there? No. So now your /admin is working or not? So how do you know this /admin is working or not? Take the IP address, put it in the browser. So you take the IP address and put it in the browser, but only IP address will work. No, IP address /admin you need to put, because this is path-based, no? You need to put IP address /admin. Then only you will get this page. Hey, this is the admin page. But I want to do it from the load balancer. How do we do it? Super, very good. Now, so create another target group. So can you create a target group for this too? And call this as admin TG. Huh? And then create a rule in load balancer so that if anyone is coming with /admin, how? ELB URL / if someone put like this, load balancer will rewrite to /server 3 and server 4. I want you to do this, but I'll quickly show you how to do it. See. So first, what you need to create? You need to create a target. Before that, you need to launch server 3 and server 4, no? Yes or no? So you need to launch server 3 and server. User data should contain /admin. Remember. Assume that I have server 3 and server 4. And what I need to create here? Target groups. Create target group, instances. Target group name is admin TG. Here it should be super /admin. Click on next. And here, which one you need to select? Server 3 and 4. Fantastic. Server 3 and 4. But do I have server 3 and 4 now? No, I don't have. So I'm just creating a target group. But in In your task, you need to select server 3 and server 4. Now, you need to go to where? Load balancer. In listeners and rules. In listeners rules. And you see here, one rule is there. What is the rule? Which is going to apt.tg. So click on that rule. Do you see here? Add rule. Call it as, give the name, admin rule. Click on next. And add condition. Which one I need to select here? Super. Path. What is the path? Slash admin. If you have slash admin, click on confirm and click on next. If it is slash admin, forward to which target group? That's it. And then next, just give priority 2 or 1, whichever it is. Next, and then create it. So if you take a load balancer now, if you take a load balancer DNS name, if you go here and put it, and at the end, what you need to put? Slash. If you put like this, for me, will it work? It will not work because I don't have server 3 and server 4, but it shows here what? Service temporarily unavailable. So by seeing this, you can you need to easily identify. By seeing this error, you need to identify 503 service temporarily unavailable. That meaning it is going to the load balancer. It is going to the load balancer. It is checking the rule and it is not able to find server 3 and server 4 admin. That is why it says service unavailable. So by seeing this errors also, you need to try to analyze what exactly the error is basically. Will able to do this? Clear, Nana? Online, will able to do this? Okay. And we are using what protocol here? HTTP. And if you want to use HTTPS, what you need to have? Certificate. So where you need to create a certificate? ACM. Which one? ACM. I quickly show how to create a certificate. Go to ACM. What is that? Certificate manager. Open it. Request a certificate. But if you have the certificate in GoDaddy, you can import it. But I'm creating a new certificate here. Request a public certificate. Nana, if you want to have a certificate, you need to have a domain or not? Remember, if you want to purchase a certificate, you need to have a domain first. How? Let's say, for example, do you see this here? Connection is secure or not? AWS site is secure or not? Click on it. Certificate is valid or not? If you go here, and this is the domain they have purchased. So whenever you are purchasing a certificate, you need to assign that certificate to one of the domain. But do we have a domain here? So for that reason, we cannot create a certificate, but I'll show you how to. So you need to put a domain. What is our domain? Put boom.com. But did we purchase boom.com? No, you should have purchased the boom.com first. So, Nana, where do you purchase these domains and all? In GoDaddy generally, but in AWS, I didn't told you this, but keep that in mind. Route 53. Where? So what do we in Route 50? It's a DNS service, no? There we do the makeup, no? Apart from that, we can go and purchase the domains also. Where do you purchase the domains? Route 53. So you need to purchase boom.com in Route 53. So if you purchase, so put the boom.com here and then just simply click on request. See? Now what you need to do is click on it and then create records in Route 53. So you need to have purchased boom.com, no? In that boom.com, you need to create this record. Once you create this record, then this certificate will be valid for you. And this certificate you need to attach it where? To the load balancer. How? So in load balancer, listeners and rules are there, no? Add listener. Which listener you need to add here? HTTP Yes. Do you see which one you need to add here? HTTPS. And then, and here, do you see this? If you have created a certificate in ACM, that certificate will come here. If you select it and then add. So now your application also will work with HTTPS. So do you all understood how to set up HTTPS certificate also? Yes or no? Online, is it clear? But in real time, you can do it. But now at the moment, it is not free. For that reason, you need to, guys, please write down. So setting up HTTPS for your application. So go through that. Write down those. Write down those steps. Or just take the screenshot. Later you can write. If you have external certificate, it will not be visible here. You need to import it here. Or you can use directly there. If you have purchased the certificates in GoDaddy, import that GoDaddy certificate. I showed you import, no? Okay, Nana? Nice. So I delete this certificate. Clear? Everyone clear, guys? And all these are all example. And good thing here is one thing, guys. I told you about WAF, you can enable all these things. Very importantly, logs. In real time, your customers will ask, hey, can you please enable logs for our load balancer? If you enable the logs, who is accessing from where, who, how many people are actually, everything will get logged. And you can enable the access logs here, connection logs here. If you enable it, or it will go to S3 bucket, but it will be additionally charges apply at the moment. But can you enable and give the S3 bucket there? Automatically the logs will be saved over there. So we can enable logs also. Is it clear, guys? Setting up load balancer. Any questions? Any questions? Online, is this clear? Any questions? Online, is it clear, please? So will you able to do these practicals? Okay. So then the next topic is auto scaling, but I'm not taking it now. Even though we have time, but I respect your feelings. Because let us finish this sir first and then we'll go to the, I respect. We'll go slowly, aram so no issues. Okay. So I'll stop it here. And what you have to do is you need to complete the practicals. Easy, no? Please go through all the options in the load balancer and how to set up this application, and /admin is also very important. Clear? So once you're done with it, we need to clean up. No, how to clean up? Select all. And then, yeah, go ahead. You know it as put the question, Nitish. Click on terminate. And then go to load balancer. And then delete load balancer. And then Select the target groups and then delete it. Terminate it. Go to the dashboard. Everything should be 0 except keep it in secret group. Clear, Nana? Any questions? Nitish, put your question. You already put, huh? Where? Okay, sir, suppose I want to configure any Python or Java project. Do we need to change anything user data? See. So, Nitish asked, so he want to configure Java or Python .NET application. Would you go with the user data? No, I already said this. So you need to do it manually on the EC2 instance. Log into the EC2 instance, set up Java, jar files, all your files will be there, Java files. Put it, install Tomcats. You need to set it up manually, not through user data. Mm. Uh-huh. Not work. So Elastic IP you will be assigning to the EC2 instance. Would you expose EC2 instance to the outside? No, you need to expose only load balancer. But that load balancer, you cannot set up Elastic IPs. Because we discussed no concept of Elastic, no IPs. But if you need to have IP address, then what you need to use? What do you need to create? If you need to have IP address for the load balancer, global accelerator, remember? How many static IPs you'll get? 2 static IPs, no? So if you select the global accelerator, if you create it, so you'll get the 2 static IPs, that IP address you can use. Okay, take the screenshots. Great, take the screenshot. Okay, I think only one. Fine. Okay, guys. So please complete your practicals. Huh? Oh, notes also. So I'll put the user data inside your Google Classroom. Can I get the final CC for today, please? CC with smile online. I'm leaving you early today. Excellent. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.